Firstly, looking back to last weekend against Gateshead, after the match you said it was your smartest performance of the season. I mean, do you still feel that way, having probably looked back on it?
Yeah, I thought tactically we were very good. And against teams that try and move the ball through the thirds of the pitch, you've got to be very good. Because, you know, if you don't press together and you get out of shape and the team becomes too stretched, then you've got a problem. So I thought we were very good in the first half, and probably should have come in more than one in front. And you know, it's difficult to know what they're going to do. It's new manager, but we did talk at half time that they might go long and bypass, which they did. And so it was very pleasing that the team could adapt to that and still cope with it.
I suppose a different type of game Tuesday night against Alfreton. It seemed to me as if not many teams have really had a go at you as much as they did, you know, particularly first half.
Yeah, again, I watched the game yesterday, and there were very few chances in the game, actually. They're a different kettle of fish to most teams in this league, especially at home. I would suggest the front two is as good as anybody's. By the way, it's as expensive as anybody's. You know, and because of that, the midfield players can join quickly, and you're always having to defend behind you, on the back foot, getting pushed deeper. But I think overall, and I've seen a number of games there, I thought we had more control of the game than any team I've seen there in the last 2.5 years.
And was it a case then with the team you selected that it was pretty much horses for courses, if you like?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think, look, I'm not going to be naive enough to suggest that I could change 11 and the the ability to win matches wouldn't be diminished. I'm not suggesting that 1 minute, but I do think we can make 3 or 4 changes anywhere on the pitch, and it doesn't reduce the quality. And in a period where you've got 5 games in 5 days, why have a group of players that are good enough to play if you're not going to use them? So that's the first thing. You know, Berry didn't train all last week, and we threw him straight into the game. Does he want to go again Tuesday? Not sure. And Hughes has been excellent in defence this year. And whichever way you dress it up, you can control the game for 89 minutes. And if you don't defend a corner properly because you're not big enough, you lose. And we had a team equipped to deal with it, but we still lost a goal at a corner. So therein lies the threat and also the consideration in team selection. So you can look at it and say horses for courses. I don't look at it that way. I think it's more a case of we want to try and win the game, and we've gone into every game with that mentality this year, and we'll continue to do so.
I know you brought Kwazii Apia in last week. How you felt he settled into it? Well,
look, I think I'll let other people be the judge of that, because I think the quality of his performances speak for itself. I guess people will point the finger and say, well, he hasn't scored in the 2 games, and he'll be disappointed that he hasn't. But I think he's been outstanding and of a quality that's better than we can normally bring in.
And just looking ahead to Forest Green this weekend, I know they had a quite heavy defeat in midweek. I think they had a player sent off though, which probably made some odds. What's your assessment of them so far? Because they're again quite a big spending team.
They're a mega spending team, and they are the title favourites, and you're not going to get away from that until they can't win it because of their spending power. Personally, I think Tuesday's result will make Saturday more difficult.